Hello, everyone, and welcome to this space where you will be able to interact with the coordination and teachers from the Programa de Inglés para Adultos from Idiomas UdeA. In this event, you will have the opportunity to see the final work of the students from the Adult English program of Idiomas UdeA. I am Juan Carlos Ruiz, coordinator of the Adult English program, and the University of Antioquia is very, very pleased to open its virtual doors to interact with its students, teachers, administrative staff, and public in general. Also, Luz Estela Guerrero, teacher from the program, is with us today. Welcome, Luz, and thanks for your support today. She will be very attentive to your comments and questions in the chat box. Well, let's start talking a little bit about this celebration. Luz, go ahead.
That's right. Thank you, Juan. Thank you very much for that introduction. And yes, you already said it. Let's speak a little bit about what Thanksgiving is. Well, Thanksgiving Day, it's a holiday that is celebrated in diverse countries, such as the United States, Canada, among other countries. It basically takes place the fourth Thursday of November, and it is celebrated as a way to symbolize thankfulness to the harvest and the preceding year. Lots of foods and joy, family sharings are part of this day.
Although Thanksgiving is a celebration from other countries, we want to take advantage of this celebration to say thank you. Thank you, students, for their commitment to their learning process, and to the teachers from the program for their tireless work and constant support to their students. We also join this celebration in the best way, showing the production of our students, to show people out there what the students in the adults program can do at the very end of each course. So in here, we're going to show those final products, those works that students do throughout their courses and that they usually present at the end of each one. Just, for your information, the Adults English program of Idiomas UdeA offers a very interesting academic plan to the public in general, where students can take learning strategies to improve their English language level, to be able to communicate with other cultures and access information that might not be available in other languages different from English. So let's start. Today, we will have, as I said before, the opportunity to see those final works from our stellar students. These final products were chosen by teachers and the coordination of the program. After the selection process, the students were invited to create a short video presenting their work. And that is what you will see today in this event. We will present 6 final academic products from 6 students from various courses. We offer courses from 1 to 18. So we're going to see courses, students from course 1, from course 6, showing their work. You, the ones out there, the ones watching this broadcast, you will have the opportunity to vote for your favorite video. So if you are watching your cousin, your mother, your son, your daughter, your friend in this video, presenting their video, you will have the chance to vote for their material, to vote for their final product. In the chat box, you will be able to see this link. Just click on that link and vote for the video or the option that you liked the most. It's important to keep in mind that for you to vote, you have to register with your email, so you don't cheat and you do not vote more than once. So today we're going to present 6 videos, as I said before. These videos are going to be video number 1 is going to be the student Hernando Munoz from course 1. He's going to talk about his home, about his place where he lives, and he's going to talk about his relationship with his family and his pets. Video number 2 is going to be Samuel Salazar from course 3, where he's going to talk about his grandpa and his close relationship with him. Video number 3 is going to be Juliana Gomez from course 5, where she's going to talk about these birth generations, and she's going to talk about the features, characteristics, similarities, commonalities, and differences based on your birth date. Video number 2, in video number 2, we will have Steven Uribe from course 6, where he will speak about how times have changed. Video number 5 is going to be John Jairo Gomez from course 9. He's going to talk about a piece of very interesting literature, a book from Bradbury, which is a dystopia, where he will talk about, the main ideas of this book. And finally, Erica Elizabeth Vargas, last but not least. She's from the advanced course, listening and speaking course. And in this video, she will talk about the pandemic and how the pandemic shifted our mind and our way to do things. So let's go with the first video. Hernando Muñoz, course 1. Remember that you can vote for the best video by clicking on the link in the chat box.
Hello, my name is Hernando Muñoz. This video was made for course 1. There I talk about myself and I give general descriptions of my house. I hope you like it.
Hi everyone. As you know, I'm Hernando. I am 41 years old. I'm 2 children, 1 son and 1 daughter. I'm living in Medellin, but I go a lot to western of Antioquia.
I love to go walk in the mountains, explore new places, and enjoy the photography. Actually, I am a photographer and a cameraman freelance. Now, I will show you my favorite place at home, or better, my favorite place at work. This place is my mother's farm. Here have many pets, dogs, cats, and chicken. Look, those are the dogs. The golden is Helios, and the black is Fred, but we all told him Black. Okay, let's begin. This is the principal house, and that is the house of visitors, only use it when many people come. There is a big space to play or have a picnic. There aren't any plants, but there are some trees. In front of the house, there is a little garden, as we can see. Let's show you inside.
This is the kitchen.
It's small, but it's perfect for my mom. In the kitchen, there is a refrigerator, a microwave, the stove, and the washing machine. It's crazy, right? Well, this is the bathroom, and that is the attic, where she keeps anything that she no longer uses. This is the living room. They aren't couch, but they aren't any chairs. And there is a big fireplace, in special for those cold nights. They are 3 bedrooms at home. 1 for my mother, 1 for my children, and 1 for my wife and me when we are to visit of her. In backyard of the house is where my mom have the chicken. Every day it's a lay eggs. The funniest thing is that her named them. Incredible. And that is the rooster. His name is Beto. It's very funny. From my mom's farm, we can see everything around of San Nicolas Valley. Well, almost everything. It is an amazing place to see the mountains, the valley, and the road. To finish, I will show you my favorite part of my favorite place, the throne.
I'm a lion. This is my favorite part. When can I read, rest, or drink a beer? Well, everything's in here. I hope you like it and that you have done it right.
See you later, friends.
Okay, here Hernando not only learned about vocabulary related to the house, but he also learned about, how to express his hobbies, personal information, how to describe his family, how to describe his pets. He actually shows that he loves his pets. During course 1, if you register in this program, in the adult English program, you're going to have the opportunity to be exposed to several basic texts that allow you to produce something similar to what Hernando did. It is important to mention that Hernando planned, recorded, and edited this video himself. Of course, the course teacher was there supporting his work. Luz, what do you think about Hernando's work?
Well, Juan, first of all, I would say congratulations, Hernando. You did a stellar work. Remember, everyone, that, well, he produced the video while he was being part of the course number 1, this English adults program. And I would like that the audience, just to tell us a little bit, hey, what's your house like? What's your favorite place in your home? Why it is? Describe it a little bit. And of course, you can write like your answers in the comment box. And also, if you have any question about it or about the program, please write it down in the comment box too.
Thank you, Luz. Okay, after this video, let's show the second video, which is in here it is Samuel Salazar from course 3, and he's going to talk about a very special person in his life.
Hello everybody, my name is Samuel Salazar. I did a video for the level 4 with the teacher Beatriz, and the video talk about my grandpa. Thank you. Hello everybody, my name is Samuel Salazar. Today I'm going to talk about my family. On this Thanksgiving Day, I'm gonna say thanks for my grandpa. My grandpa was the center of my family. I think so. My grandpa was called Jose Abad Salazar. He was born in Granada, Antioquia. He was 78, 79 years old, more or less. My grandpa married with Maria Argemira Yepes in the 60s. They fall in love in the 60s and married. My grandpa was a worker man. He worked as a locksmith. He worked as a salesman. He worked in many things. Yes. My grandpa and my grandma had many kids. They had like 12, 13. I'm not sure because they had some abortions. In this picture, you can see some of my uncles and my aunts. My grandpa was joker too, was a funny person. If you see this picture in the right, this is me and my grandpa with the face of the other. It's very funny. My grandpa was born in Granada, but Granada, Antioquia is a town located in Antioquia. And Granada is a very, very, very Catholic place. Yes, so my grandpa was Catholic too. My grandpa was a very religious person. I think he was the most religious person that I knew. My grandpa pray the rosary every day, go to the mass every day. We called my grandpa as a Saint Joseph because Saint Joseph was the husband of the Holy Mary. The Holy Mary was the mother of Jesus. And Saint Joseph was a quiet man, a gentleman, and a saint. Yes. So my grandpa is like our Saint Joseph for our family. Yes. My grandpa lost his first wife in the 19th. My grandma Maria Argemira died in the 19th, and the heavens sent a special angel for my grandpa. That special angel was Maria Otilia Ramirez. My grandpa and Maria Otilia fall in love in the 19th and married. This picture you can see my family, my dad, my brothers, my dog, Maria Otilia, my grandpa, and me. This photo was taken in the birthday of my grandpa. In this another picture, you can see me with Maria Otilia and my grandpa. He was in Granada, Antioquia. We were very happy because we ate some delicious plates there. In this picture, you can see my aunt, my grandpa, Maria Otilia, my dad, my uncle, my cousins, and me. My grandpa died in the last year, in 2020, in the November. Yes. So this is the first year without him. Thanks for the invitation. I hope that you have a good Thanksgiving Day. Thank you.
Thank you, Samuel, for your contribution. This was a very emotional video. It actually shows your beautiful relation with your beloved one. During this course, Samuel had the chance to talk about celebrations, to talk about holidays, and to learn some language notions related to the A1 level of the European framework of reference. Plus, what do you think about this video?
Well, Juan, once again, I'm so proud of all of our students. I think that they are doing like amazing works. Actually, the ones that we have today is just like a representative sample of what they are just doing over there. I would say thanks, Samuel. Thanks again for sharing this video from your heart. I'm sure that most of us, we are thinking about our beloved family, especially these days where the pandemic has brought such a hard impact in our lives. I know that, well, maybe we are just thinking about or wondering like, hey, how long have you been without hugging your family? It's a good question, Juan. How long have you been without hugging your family, Juan?
Well, it's been like 2 days now, but during the pandemic, during the contingency 19, it was a long time.
Exactly. Every single day, if you have the chance, please do it. It is important.
Good. Now, video number 3. Remember that you can vote for your favorite video. Just click on the link in the chat box and choose the option you like the most. Video number 3, Juliana Gomez, course number 5. Here we go.
Hello everyone, my name is Juliana. I was a student of level 5 with the teacher Lady Gomez. In this course, like final task, I did a comparative of 2 generations. So in this video, I talk about the differences between baby boomers and millennials. So please check it out and I'll see you later. Bye bye. Hey guys, I am Juliana. I am going to talk to you about 2 generations, in this case baby boomers and millennials too. So baby boomers are people who were born between 1946 and 1964. They saw the change of television from black and white to color, and they know life without the internet. So millennials are the most diverse generation of adults. They were born between 1977 and 1995. They are also the most connected generation, and they are the ones with a higher educational level. While the baby boomers didn't have contact with technology, the millennials began to use the internet, cell phones, and computers too. Before the baby boomers didn't have the facility to study. Many people of that time didn't have access to study, so if they had the opportunity to do that, the resources were minimal for their learning. Maybe the school was small, they had few books to reading, and everything was more difficult finally. So millennials are those who had the opportunity to study. Their desire to improve and prepare for future needs made that they could have greater possibilities to study new ideas and share knowledge with other people. So now the job is so different between both generations because baby boomers had difficult jobs. In fact, those jobs could be dangerous. At the time, they didn't have the necessary implements to carry out their work safely, while millennials have a higher level of education. So for this reason, they prefer working about they are really passionate and make happy them. And transportation was even more complicated. Baby boomers had to walk to get from one place to another or riding a horse to fulfill their day-to-day tasks since they had no another possibility. Today, the millennials have greater economic resources. For example, they can buy a car or maybe bicycle too for going to different places. So finally, they are the generation that nothing stops for achieving their goals. And finally, baby boomers' music was amazing because the songs were more romantic and the feelings were the most important. But for the millennials, music isn't so emotional. Nowadays, the reggaeton is a kind of music very important worldwide. So those songs with nice lyrics are of past time.
Thank you, Juliana. Thanks for your contribution. In this course, Juliana had the chance to interact with her classmates to talk about birth generations and explore the features and characteristics of each one. Actually, what you just saw in this video, she presented her thoughts about and her work related to these generations. During this course, if you are in course 5 in this program, you will have the chance to talk about the past and the present and kind of compare how was the time before, how are things now, and kind of establish comparisons and seek for commonalities and similarities. Luz, what do you think about this video?
Well, I would say that talking about generations, lots, for not to say like tons of conversations just to have. I think that with our parents or grandparents or even our friends, it's like a very good issue just for, dealing with and talk a little bit. Actually, I would say, hey, you at home, teachers, Juan, what generation do you belong to based on your birth date?
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what it is, but I'm sure that I have seen some generation gap when I'm teaching my students, for example. I can see that generation gap in there. I can also see that generation gap with my parents, for instance. But it's something that makes the conversations and discussions more interesting because everybody in every generation has their own background and their own history.
That's true. I agree with you.
Okay, now video number 4, Steven Uribe, course 6. Here we go.
Hello everyone, hello guys. My name is Steven Uribe and I can talk about 3 important questions about what has changed. This was a level 6 activity I hope you like it and enjoy it. I wish you health and, guys, happy Thanksgiving Day. Bye. Hello guys. I should first clarify that everything contained here is derived from a personal appreciation. And okay, regarding what humanity used to do, and that now in modernity it has changed. Without getting too long in my speech, let's get started. Okay. First one, professional knowledge. I talk about the professional knowledge, and previous to the revolution of communication and the entrance of the internet, professionals used to learn a lot about what they were going to focus on. In fact, at the University of Bologna, Italy, it only offered 3 careers, and all the approach were derived from it. The University of Bologna offered theology, medicine, law. This method forcing professionals to discover new branches of science. Currently, now, there are countless university degrees, and this coupled with the ease of the internet has made professionals lazy. And before the internet, professionals used to memorize different aspects of their careers. Now they don't. We don't. In fact, some of my bosses, I am a civil engineer. My bosses who are not skilled with the system, but they are very skilled at predicting the behavior of things. For example, the ground, kind of the steel, and it's very interesting. The second one, I talk about the feminist movements. I've been reading about feminism for some time. For example, Simone de Beauvoir. Apparently, the goals of the first wave of feminists are not that they are currently seeking. In 1848, in New York, the feminist movement sought to vindicate the educational, political, and social issues of women. The society of that time didn't usually allow women to educate themselves, both or got out as they wanted. Currently, things are different in most countries. Okay, nevertheless, the movement's advance in the vindication took the punishment of the men, and I think it's wrong. Well, that's all for today. I hope you have understood my point of view, and if there is someone here I offend, I extend my apologies and my excuses. Thanks guys, bye bye.
Stephen, thank you very much for your contribution. Very nice video, very creative, very nice job. I like to know what you think, and I'm talking to the audience out there. What do you think has drastically changed after the pandemic and this contingency COVID-19? What has changed that much? You can think of education, you can think of work, just to give you some examples, and write your comments in the chat box. Luz, what do you think about this video?
Yeah, Juan, I think that, well, most of our students are just presenting like what they got from the courses. Actually, Stephen in this course, he's just like going into course number 6, where he's just learning how to talk a little bit about healthy food and how to have like a balanced lifestyle and many things that are contributing not only for his English learning process, but also for his life. It is also remarkable to know, Juan, that course number 6 belongs to the A2 level according to the Common European Framework of Reference. So in there, students can be like checking, like how their performance or learning has been through their processes. So nice for Stephen and nice for all our proud students that are part of our program.
True that. I'm also very proud of the videos that we have seen so far. I'm proud of the students and I'm proud of the teachers as well. The ones who have accompanied this process and have invited students and motivated, encouraged students to do this nice job. Next video, let's jump into the next one. Video number 5 by John Jairo Gomez from course 9.
Hello. My name is John Jairo Gomez Montoya, and I am a student of the course 9 of English in the School of Languages. My teacher is Luz Estela Guerrero. The subject of this presentation is the life in the future in 2050. It's a fiction inspired by a novel called Fahrenheit 451, written by Ray Bradbury in 1950. A message of Phoenix, November 2050. Citizens of the world, I speak to you from my refuge. But this is not only my refuge, it's also the refuge of so magical objects that maybe many of you don't know, books. You can see them around me. Look at them. Maybe this is the last time when you will see books, real books, not virtual books. You know why? Some years ago, the power that rules this world ordered the persecution against the books and their readers. 100 years ago, in 1950, an American writer, Ray Bradbury, wrote a novel that he titled Fahrenheit 451, where he imagined his future, that is our present, the terrible technological present that we are living and suffering. He wrote that the future government could command the persecution against the books because these ones encouraged people to think, and people could not be happy because thoughts can perturb the mind. Then the books could become a dangerous enemy for the authorities. So the government could transform the fire department in a kind of political police whose mission could be to burn the books, to persecute, and even to eliminate, if necessary, their owners and their readers. Today, in 2050, that fiction written in 1950 has become the chronicle of our life. Our grandparents told us that in the past the firemen extinguished the fire, but today the firemen provoke the fire. And the victims are not the houses, but the books. Fahrenheit 451 is the temperature at which book paper catches fire and burns. This was the epigraph of the Bradbury's novel. Nowadays, Fahrenheit 451 is the abstract symbol of our hell. This is only a part of a global strategy for controlling the people's minds. The daily life is invaded by the media, by the ubiquitous screens of television installed in all the houses, all the streets, all the walls, all the parks of the cities. The Big Brother's eyes watch everybody, every event, everything. The Big Brother's ears listen to every citizen's conversations. All the cell phones are controlled. The citizens walk by the streets like robots, taking headphones in their ears for listening to insipid music, to the news, and to the political slogans spread by the official radio channel. In summary, people live in a kind of collective somnolence, perturbed once in a while by the news about the actions made by the firemen against the rebels of these times, the readers and their books. For these reasons, we, the readers, decided to become associates in order to protect the books, as Bradbury predicted in his novel. We called our movement Phoenix, a Greek name remembering the mythical bird that every few centuries burned himself and then he revived from his ashes. Each member of our movement has the mission of learning by heart one book considered essential for the universal literature. A member is called Homer, other one Plato, other Virgil, Dante, Shakespeare, Cervantes, Voltaire, Victor Hugo, John Keats, Dostoevsky, Kafka, Pessoa, Machado, Rulfo, Garcia Marquez, etc. Me too, I have my mission, my fictitious name, my mask, Borges. This is the meaning of our life and our fight, remembering books. And this will be our legacy for the future generations. Finally, the firemen could burn all the books, but we'll save them in our memory and we'll transfer them to our children and to the young people. Books won't die, a spirit will survive. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John Jairo. If I'm not mistaken, Luz, you were John Jairo's teacher, right?
Yes, I am actually one proud teacher.
Can you tell us about this work?
Yes, of course. What John Jairo presented in here was just like a very interesting and complete introduction about those predictions that you could do, talking or related to your future. In this case, talking about the year 2050. Imagine, Juan, can you think about that? You 2050? Predict something about it. Well, I think that 2050 is not so far, it's not that far. So John Jairo shared his ideas about his predictions about it, and also what he projects those days. John also introduced what Ray Bradbury presented in his book Fahrenheit 451, and this could be, why not, an excellent opportunity, Juan, just to know more about this story and, of course, to continue reading it. I think that today, John Jairo not only did like his predictions about it, but also he presented like a great opportunity for this reading recommendation. So yes, you said it, proud teacher of this excellent student.
Good. Nice work. I would, like watching his video, other works of literature came to my mind similar to that one, like Brave the New World by Aldous Huxley, which is another dystopia, and it takes place in the future, and how we are going to deal with the technology and all the human attitudes that we have to deal with every day. And another one, which is 1984, another great work, which is also, in that same set of science fiction. And well, That's, you know, these 3 books are recommendations for you to read out there as well.
Excellent.
Well, I think it's time to jump into the last video. Video number 6 by Erika Elizabeth Vargas. She did this video, I think it was kind of September, October, when she was taking the listening and speaking course. As you can see, this course does not have a number as the previous ones that we have shown, I'm sorry. This course, the fundamental of this course is to develop the speaking and listening skills. If you want to take this course is, you know, is directed to anybody out there who has already a B1 level. If you had already taken a standardized exam like the IELTS, the TOEFL, and the results is B1, you can send us that result, and then you can register in this course. So Erika Elizabeth Vargas, video number 6 from the listening and speaking course. Enjoy.
Good afternoon to all of you. My name is Erika Elizabeth Vargas. I studied an English extension course called Listening and Speaking. As a final project, I made the tech talk that you are going to see. This video talks about how COVID-19 affected the world of work. I hope you'll enjoy it. Bye.
Hello guys, how are you? COVID-19 is the 6th pandemic declared around the world. But do you know how COVID-19 has affected the world of work? My name is Erika Elizabeth Vargas Silva and I'm going to talk about it. Please don't disconnect it. It has been more than 1 year that COVID was declared a pandemic. This crisis caused that the humans have to make a lot of change in their lives. For example, in a lot of cases, not everything has been negative. Despite the pandemic also affected positively caused, it forced companies to reinvent themselves, their ways of working, and with the help of the internet and technology, achieve business continuity. Many companies realized that they didn't need physical infrastructure in order to function and found that their workers are more productive working at home. As well, they discovered that the isolation and lockdowns times that were carried out in different cities to prevent the spread of the virus, their employees spend more time with the family and combine free time with work time and housework. In addition, many companies learned that remote work can lower significant operation costs and increase profits. After suspending the isolation and lockdowns of the city and returning to the new normal, many companies will maintain work at home or will implement work in alternation between home and office for their employees, seeking not only to improve the results of the organization and increasing productivity, but the well-being of its employees. Mental health will also play an important role in the decision that companies have to make post-COVID. They will have to generate self-care awareness in their workers, not only to prevent the spread of COVID-19, but also to generate a balance in both their work and personal lives. This will probably be some of the first changes that companies and employees will have to adapt to, because COVID-19 will not be the last pandemic to be declared in the world. Human beings will always look for alternatives to adapt and perpetuate their species despite the difficulties. That's of humans. Well, it's all for today. Thank you for being here, and we will meet soon. Bye-bye.
Erika, thanks for your contribution. I totally agree with you when you say that the pandemic taught or taught us or showed us other ways to keep up with life. It shows us that we do not need to be out of home in order to learn or in order to work. Luz, what do you think about this? How have you felt after this this return to on-site classes?
Yes, Juan, kind of hard, because remember that the things when they are just like starting, well, it is like kind of used to. But I think that we are doing great, Juan. It is doing like at work, also to the schools. So as our students said, working or studying from home, it is kind of different from being like in presence. Anyway, I just have a question for you, Juan. Do you prefer working from home or just going to the classroom?
I think when the pandemic started, as a teacher, I think I didn't know how to deal with a class online, but I learned a lot. And now it's really hard to me to say which one I prefer. I think both of them have their benefits. Studying or teaching online has a lot of benefits, as well as, you know, studying on site or teaching on site.
Exactly. That is why when yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say that the program, the Programa de Inglés para Adultos, is offering from January to 2022, will start offering classes on site and online. So the students who are with us online and they prefer to stay online, they can do it. They can still do it. And the ones who prefer on-site classes, we will have an offer for those students as well. So you should be checking our website. You can see the website right there in the chat box. And you can see what that offer of registration is for the next bimester of 2022.
Exactly, that's true, Juan. Anyway, you already said it, being on site or at home, the best part of this is just to take advantage of it. All the things that you can like grow into your processes, it means working, studying, or just being there. It's like measured, but all the benefits and the opportunities that you could like feed all of your process. Juan, I want to say something here, and I'm sorry, I'm switching just like the topic in it, but hey, big pauses, you know, for our students. I want to say congratulations to all of them. I think that they have done like an excellent job for sure with the teachers, and they are just presenting what they have been just learning so far. And hey, you're doing a great job. Believe me, you're the brave ones that are in here, and that is why we are also inviting to everybody just to be part of this. The PIA program, the School of Languages, the University of Antioquia. So again, Juan, congratulations to all of our students.
Yeah, kudos to everyone. As I said before, not only to students, but also to the teachers who were in charge, including you, Luz. And well, remember in the chat box, you can find the link to vote for the best video, the one that you think it was the best. Just register with your email and vote. Before we end, I'd like to shift to Spanish for a bit. And I would like to let you know that en este momento nos encontramos con matrículas abiertas e iniciamos clases en la semana del 2 de febrero. Si a ustedes les gustó todo lo que vieron acá, toda esta parte de producción de los estudiantes, ustedes también pueden hacer algo similar. Pueden llegar a tener las competencias comunicativas en inglés así de desarrolladas. Y bueno, aquí también en el chat box pueden encontrar el link para revisar la página de Idiomas UdeA, para mirar los cursos, para mirar precios y bueno, para mirar también como esa distribución que tenemos de los cursos y cómo estamos alineados al marco común europeo. Finalmente, invitamos a cada uno de los espectadores a votar por su video favorito en el enlace que también está en el chat box. And that's it. Thank you, everybody. thank you. Thank you, Luz, for being here.
Thank you.
For supporting this event. The ones who presented, the one who were here with their contributions, with their video, thank you very much. To the teachers out there, thank you very much. And well, enjoy the holidays.
That's true. Thank you, Juan, and thanks everybody again. This is what we
Bye-bye.
are, and this is what we have. See you then.
See you then. Bye-bye.